guys here. I guess I was standing there a second ago. Alright, I'm gonna beat this guy up with the Toad Demon. What am I doing? Not paying attention, that's what. Just stand over here. You know, you do your thing. I like my stance while I'm doing this. Again, I guess I'm gonna just stand over here.
Toad Demon form.
Let's go, Gao.
Legendary strike.
Toad Demon form, man. Toad Demon form.
Dead already. Damn it all.
Sorry, Sky.
I wanted nothing more than to watch this man die.
Well, now he's done.
After I left you, I stumbled across some very interesting documents. Perhaps I spent too long poring over them, but I couldn't resist. Let me explain why I'm here. That should clarify things. You saw with your own eyes that these pirates were collecting slaves, right?
Yeah, I kinda noticed.
True enough. I have a particular hatred for slavers.
Well, it is illegal.
Gao's slaving operation found its way to my home several years ago. I was away at the time, but my daughter was there. Those black-hearted bastards took my daughter, Pin Mei. They killed her for resisting them. She was my only child. I lost her mother when Pin Mei was born, but my daughter was something precious in return. The slavers offered no such consolation. It has been 3 years since I lost my daughter, and I have spent that time tracking down the men who took her. My search led me here, to the lair of Gao the Greater. His men took my daughter, and I meant to even the score. On my way up here, I stumbled across records that show that this goes beyond Gao. The Lotus Assassins are his primary buyers. Is that so? There can be no doubt, then. This goes beyond Gao the Greater. I have my vengeance, but how many others have suffered as I have because of the Lotus Assassins?
I'm gonna say a few.
Do you mean to go further with this? I would join you. Only a fool would oppose the Lotus Assassins, but two fools working together stand a better chance than one.
Suppose that's true, but wait, did he just call me a fool? I have enough fools.
It'll be an honor to join you. Oh, and I stumbled across a little something on my way up here. It's probably something you need.
Hey! That's the dust inductor I was hiding. The dragonfly can't fly without it. It was under the floorboards in my workshop last I looked. Well, next time I hide something, I'm packing explosives around it. Yes, explosives shaped like silver bananas. Stops thieves, monkeys, and monkey thieves in one fell swoop. Yeah.
I like him.
In my mind, you stand the best chance of facing down Gao's masters. We also have a far greater chance of succeeding together rather than apart.
I don't
If you know what
if
he
I
means.
trust this man, but we can't afford to turn away potential allies, not with what lies ahead.
Yeah, okay, whatever, don't sir.
What man could remain constant under the scrutiny of such beauties? Still, you will find me a true companion.
Glad to have you
I
aboard, Sky.
assure you, I will be as devoted and capable as any of your other companions.
Sky sounds like he belongs in Beyblades.
Ha! If I could harness all that hot air, I could make a furnace to power the whole of the Imperial City. Well, if you're done with all the talking, I have to go make the Dragonfly ready for some flying.
Dope. Look at all the money I got. As if they're case for a quest I can't complete. Okay. It's true. Jump for the scholar. The History of Flight, Volume 3. Several years after Mad Fong's first successful flight, a scholar from the south discovered the unusual device known simply as the Inscrutable Power Source. A few years later, scholar Xu Wen came up with a design for a flyer that used this mysterious new device. Initial attempts bordered on apocalyptic, in one case destroying half of a mountain's side and the village that lay below. Several scholars tried to outlaw the use of this strange new energy source, but Xu Wen continued his experiments until at last he was successful. Unfortunately, his prototype was too successful. Both he and the flyer took off at great speeds towards the north, and neither was ever seen again. Strength of wood! Mr. Miyagi would be so upset that I just did that. And if you totally understood that reference, then I'm glad to have you watching. And if you did not, go watch the original Karate Kid, because that movie is good. Oh, whoops, now I'm just doing ridiculous things. Okay, there we go.
Hey! Ha ha! Much kicking and such. It really gets the blood flowing. And explosions. Lots of blood flowing from those too. I replaced the dust inductor. The marvelous Dragonfly will cross the sky at your whim for a short way. The heavens welcome my machines, but not without considerable cajoling. If you want to fly more than a short distance, I will need an inscrutable power source. I don't know. There was one here for the Dragonfly, until I blew it up. That was the only way to keep Inquisitor Lim from taking my Dragonfly to the Imperial City. I know the assassins have another one. They were using it for blasting an excavation. Lim once said something about ruins.
No, where you have
If
to
you're
go.
looking for the inscrutable power source, I'd find some ruins that also have assassins in them. Now
Like
we
this
should
guy?
leave here. We can make it as
I say
far
that
as
a
that
lot.
nearby town, Tien's Landing. I know the winds between here and there. Mostly. I mostly know the winds. It will be fine.
I mean, okay. Yeah, I don't really care about Root.
Ha ha! Everybody on board! The marvelous Dragonfly is about to take flight!
Shrieking Fury! Oh, it's stuck. Got bogeys on our tail. Thank God they're now all in front of us. Oh. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Yay!
This new flyer seems nicer than the one we took from Gal the Lesser. Although, I'm really only judging by how shiny it is. A poor guess, I'm sure.
No, no. The marvelous dragonfly is superior to the amber mosquitoes I foisted on Gao. And actually, the shinier the better. The heavens like their glory reflected. A shame I can't leave it on the ground for all to see, but I'm not going through all this just to have it stripped to the frame by local brats. I'll call it back if we need it. Well, it's much like the dilemma of the centipede. If he relaxes and lets things happen, he can walk naturally all day long, his 100 legs not missing a step. But if he thinks too hard about the complexity of what he's doing, those legs might crash into the tea house and kill everyone. A valuable lesson.
Very valuable. Though it doesn't really answer my question.
Is there anything you need? I'll do whatever I can to help.
No, that's enough out of you, Dawnstar. Ugh.
I'm trying...
I just don't care.
What? What do you want? Why does it matter? I was born by my mother and sucked at her teat like every man. Well, like every man does with his mother. Anyway, by the time I was old enough to swing an axe, my father was dead and my mother disowned me. Of course, killing my father might have given her a reason. I think she did it out of shame. My father beat me and my brother senseless, and made our lives miserable. Either way, that was the end of my childhood. Ah! I wasn't brave, I was furious. And he was drunk. It was an easy fight. I traveled a lot after that, begging for some things and taking the rest. Tough times, but not the worst. My axes and my wits kept me alive. You'd think a 7-year-old might be an easy target, but I soon learned just where to cut a man to make him squeal like a pig. Ah, those were the days.
This guy is just awesome.
Nah.
Oh, that's all good. What's up, Sky?
Something's on your mind?
Yeah, you.
Of course. I was just thinking about